Yo, my dudes, what's going on? David here, and welcome to another reaction. This episode, we are diving into Teen Wolf Season 1, Episode 6, called Heart Monitor. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the series. Hopefully, you are having a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. Episodes extra early over there as well. But with that being said, buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. Let's ride. A little cheesy, but it's Teen Wolf. No, don't you dare end like that. Fuck! Ah, man, oh man. All right. Season 1, Episode 6 of Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf, man. Ah, Scott, you are one frustrating mother effer, man. You are one frustrating mother. Beep. Oh my God, are you serious right now? Are you serious? Ah, this guy, man, he is frustrating to say the least. Where does one begin? All right, so I was leaning a lot towards the 6-7 range. I thought the episode was okay. We got, obviously more really cool moments with Styles and Scott. We got a lot of Derek in this episode. Whenever you have that, it's usually a really good thing. I like the whole idea that Derek is trying to train and help Scott, but Scott is being so stubborn that he doesn't want to, seek out the help that he really needs. And so the fact that Styles, it's weird because he has Styles, who is just somebody who's reading up on what all this is, and then he has Derek, who literally knows, if not all of it, most of it. And so the fact that he keeps leaning towards his friend over Derek can be confusing at times, but at the same time, like, really hard to trust somebody you just met. I would think that Derek would be the person to relate to more, like who would understand where I'm coming from more. So I would want him to teach me everything he knows, but that's just me. Obviously, Derek says that he doesn't want Scott to be around Allison because Allison makes him weak. And I don't think he means in the sense of like, oh, you're, this sort of like pathetic, you can't do anything type of thing when she's around. I think it just means that he needs to be angry. He needs to have a high heart rate to, transform and be, a wolf, a werewolf. And so the fact that every time Allison's in the picture, his heartbeat, relaxes down and lowers, it doesn't do any good for what Derek needs him for. And so he wants him to learn to channel his, blood pressure and stuff like that. And so it was a really cool way in how, Styles was helping him and how Derek was trying to teach him. Derek obviously was born, I think he said he was born into this, where Scott obviously was bit, and that's how he came across the whole werewolf thing. And so the fact that they're both very different, Derek and Scott, but they have obviously their similarities. I don't know, it's just something about Derek, man. Every single time he's on the screen, it's something interesting being talked about. It's something really cool, and I just feel like I'm learning a lot whenever he's on the screen. And then Styles and Scott just makes it feel like a very teeny show, which is good. I feel like the blend of both is really good. It's really entertaining. I enjoy it. No Lydia, really. She wasn't really that major of a factor in here. Allison. All right, so basically, to like pick up story wise, what is going on here? Allison is still grounded from her father for what she did in the previous episode. And so Scott is being like, he's sneaking into the house, making out with her, doing what they're doing. Kate comes in He's obviously hidden. Scott is. And as Allison's pretending to do, studying and all that good stuff, or a history project or whatever it was, Kate brings up the fact that if it's about history on a family, why not do your own? And so she looks up this thing that I'm not even going to try to pronounce because it's ridiculous, however they say it. And it's basically like this, I don't know if it was a folk tale, was it an actual proven thing? I don't know. But basically, the Argents are known for their hunting and killing of werewolves. And so she found it very interesting. And so that kept Alice, for the most part, pretty occupied for the episode, which allowed Scott and Stiles to sort of try to think of different ways to test him, to see his heart or his blood pressure go up, and to see if he can control it. And so the first time we were doing it, or they were testing it out, Stiles was throwing LaCroix. I wouldn't even say throwing. He was beaming them things at Scott. And so obviously when you're getting hit, it's going to make your blood pressure rise. You're going to get mad. And so he started to get mad. I thought it was going to trigger something with Jackson because he was looking on. But he was able to channel it. And so we later find out that when he's getting yelled at by the coach, his blood pressure was rising. He's getting embarrassed. He's getting mad. But then Allison's there this time, and he holds her hand, and his blood pressure goes down. His heart rate goes down. And so it's like, okay, that's where Stiles put two and two together. Like, hey, anytime that you're really high up, Allison is what brings you out of it. So I think what Derek, at least this is my understanding of it. What Derek needs is for Scott not to come in and out of his anger state, his werewolf state, because he needs help with the alpha. And so it's going to be very interesting to see, because Derek keeps saying, like, stay away from Allison. But Scott's not going to do that. He is he's your typical teen boy. You know what I mean? He even claimed that he's in love with her. That's a pretty big thing. Like, if you're in love with someone, you're not going to want to, like, stay away from them or whatever. So that was all cool. I liked all that. Again, the Derek stuff was really cool. Is that his brother in the hospital? Because obviously, they said that the Hales house was burnt. I'm assuming that's Derek's brother. Or am I wrong? I'm pretty certain that's Derek's brother. And so he's going there for answers, asking, is it someone in our family that, is the alpha now, or is it someone, no, is it his uncle? I don't know. Maybe uncle, because he was saying that his sister, Laura, his niece, maybe that's his uncle. I know you guys are going to let me know in the comment section below anyways, like you usually do, which is awesome. Maybe it's his uncle. But anyways, it's a family member. It's a Hale, regardless. He's asking, is that someone in our family? Is it someone who survived the fire and is, walking around like the alpha now? And before he got the answer, he walked out. But it's indeed either a family member or somebody that was in that fire. And so that's awesome. That means there's more Hales out there, which would be really cool to see. I would love to meet them and see how they are. But basically, the other cool thing that I liked about it was that Jackson is still very much acting very weird because of the scratch on his neck, which I like that a lot. I don't know why. I think Jackson in this episode was like really creepy, but like I liked it in a weird way. I don't know why. It wasn't his like typical douchey way where he's always usually a dick to people. It was just like a different Jackson in a good way, though. In a good way. Really cool stuff. Basically, another test that they were running was Stiles, keyed that person's truck, Because obviously him getting beat up would, you know, get him upset again. And so that's where they confirmed that it's the Allison thing, because while he was getting beat up, he was looking for Allison's voice, and it brought his heart rate back down. Obviously, what is up with this man? Come on, y'all can't tell me this man isn't something else. This dude is gonna play a big factor in this thing. Something is up. The way he was looking at them. Am I missing something? Because you look like someone. You look like an important character in here. I got my eye on you. Don't spoil it if he is something that hasn't been revealed yet, but I got my eye on him. But basically, Derek's, you know, still seeking those answers, still wanting to figure out more about the Alpha. Goes to Scott's boss, which is crazy, which is really crazy, because when he disappeared is when the Alpha appeared. But I don't think it's him who's the Alpha. I could be wrong. I just don't think it's him. But basically, he goes there. Derek, you know, starts to almost interrogate, and then Scott comes and channels his werewolf. Probably the most controlled we've seen Scott, where he triggered it, but then he turned it off, which was really cool to see. He's actually gaining control of his powers. And then they do like the whole howling to bring the Alpha to them. The first howl was god awful. The second one was obviously more of what we were looking for. And then this bugged me. Granted, I know Derek's not dead, but dude, you legit called it out. It gets here, it does what it does to Derek, and then you run. Oh my God, you can't be serious right now. You cannot be serious. Oh, that bummed me so bad. There's another scene I was looking for. This was real. I'm telling you, man, the Jackson shit was really cool. It was really like creepy and scary, but like really cool at the same time. It's almost like he's seeing things. He's freaking out. I don't know. I like it though. The Jackson stuff is really cool. All right, let's see. Let me see. I don't want to click on it because I don't want to ruin it for me. Oh, it was the beginning. That's what I was looking for. The training that Derek's doing here is awesome, because he told him, I'm gonna sneak up on you. I'm gonna make it that you don't know it's me. And like, that's his way of like training and trying to get Scott ready for whatever. Scott did a really good job until his phone rang. Guess who? Allison. What was really cheesy to me was when the Alpha appeared. When the Alpha appeared, when Scott was running, when Scott was leaving Allison's house, this was extremely cheesy. That was super cheesy. If the Alpha is just trying to recruit him, that's one thing, and I think that's what he's trying to do. He's not trying to kill him. I just don't picture a werewolf doing something so like, it just seems so not werewolf to me, at least. It doesn't seem like something a werewolf would do. But I've only ever seen Derek and then Scott as werewolves, so I don't know what werewolves would do. But it seemed a little fishy to me. Not fishy, a little like, I don't even know the words for it. Like, it was just super weird and super like cheesy. That's the word I was looking for, cheesy. It was super cheesy. But Derek finally reveals what this symbol is, and it's just a warning, I guess, or something, that the Alpha is going to continue to attack. That's kind of cool. We finally get an answer to what this is. But why? Why would you just write it on a window, a foggy window? I don't know. It was super weird, super cheesy, but I get what they were trying to go for, I guess. They were trying to add this little scary thing, obviously throwing the symbol up. us later on in the episode finding out what that secret was. And that's all cool, man. It's just, oh man, Scott. So I was leaning towards 6-7, but I think it's more 7-8 just because of the cool ass ending. I'm just upset. Obviously Styles can't do anything, but Scott hauled ass, man. He was out of there. Fight that thing, man. I don't know. Obviously the Alpha's strong. Scott's still trying to figure out his damn powers. It's frustrating to see that, man. My man Derek. Oh man, gruesome, man. But still enjoying the show a lot. Obviously, you guys, fill me in with things that I miss and add a lot of details to it. So I look forward to reading all of those things as well. But that is the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full uncut, unedited reactions over there. Episodes extra early over there as well. With that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace, guys.